wig-wearing, bald-headed Paula Metzler of Penfield Town Court. My name is Christopher Chichester. I live at 26 Sanders Farm Drive in Penfield. I'm supposed to be in your courtroom tomorrow at 2 p.m. I'm already guilty. You already decided that I'm guilty, you bald-headed, wig-wearing hack. I'm guilty. I'll be there at 2 p.m. tomorrow, but I'm guilty. Is the prosecutor going to talk in court? You bald-headed, wig-wearing, fanatic, degenerate, and sociopath. And fanatic, degenerate, and sociopath are the words I use to describe Sheriff Todd Baxter. And you are a fanatic, degenerate, and sociopath, bald-headed, wig-wearing Paula Metzler, and I hope that you are in everlasting pain. And I hope that you, Paula Metzler, are in everlasting pain because Democrat and Chronicle obituary, Eric J. Metzler, Penfield, suddenly at age 51 on Thursday, September 1, 2011, predeceased by his parents, Daniel and Marjorie Metzler, survived by his loving wife, Paula, beloved children, Matthew, Casey, and David, sister Lori, Craig, Poppin, brothers Daniel, Marge, Kurt, Susan, Frederick, Patricia, Stephen, Melissa, mother-in-law, Jean, Casey, sister-in-law, Barbara, William, Krenzer, many nieces, nephews, and cousins, Secretary Judy Ross, and longtime law partner and friend Lou Gold, Esquire, his beloved Siberian Husky, Simbrand Star. Beloved Siberian Husky, Simbrand Star, what would you think, bald-headed, wig-wearing, corrupt hack Paula Metzler, if the Monroe County Sheriff's Office showed up to your residence to demand Simbrand Star, when all the late Eric J. Metzler's doing is walking his dog the same way for 7 years and 4,000 times? Because that's what happened to me because of these parasites, Layla Kumar and Neeraj Shah. Eric J. Metzler, Esquire. You deserve to be in pain for the rest of your life. The rest of your miserable, disgusting, repulsive existence. Paula Metzler, I hope you're in eternal pain because of the loss of Eric J. Metzler. I hope that pain consumes you because of the loss of Eric J. Metzler at 51 years old. Loving wife, you were consumed by hatred, Paula Metzler. Where's the jury in Penfield Town Court? I'm going to be there tomorrow at 2 p.m. I'm already guilty. You already decided. Is the prosecutor going to talk this time? Does the prosecutor talk in court? Loving wife, Paula Metzler. The widow Metzler. I have a question for you. Does a prosecutor talk in court? Who the fuck are you, the widow Metzler, to decide guilt or innocence for anybody? Where's the jury in Penfield Town Court, the widow Metzler? You won't answer that question. But when I contact the United States Department of Justice, you're going to have to answer. Your arrogance and extremism, the widow Metzler, and sitting there inside a library and deciding guilt or innocence. This is fanaticism from you. You don't understand that you're a fanatic, the widow Metzler. Where's the jury in Penfield Town Court? You already pronounced me guilty. I'm going to be there at 2 o'clock. I'm already guilty. Why am I even showing up? I'm already guilty. Where's the jury in Penfield Town Court, you bald-headed, wig-wearing, extremist, fanatic, degenerate, and sociopath? You know, Paul, it's who you look like when you're not wearing your wig in Penfield Town Court. That's Benito Mussolini. You're the Benito Mussolini of Penfield, New York. This is what you look like here when you take your wig off. Paula Metzler, the widow Metzler. I hope you're in eternal pain because of the loss of Eric Metzler. I hope that pain is all-consuming for you because you deserve to be in all-consuming eternal pain for the rest of your life. Who the fuck are you, the widow Metzler, to sit there with your deer-in-the-headlights look and just pronounce anyone guilty? Where's the jury in Penfield Town Court, the widow Metzler? Does a prosecutor talk in court, the widow Metzler? I go to the Now Defunct PW Fitness. I'm at the back of the gym. And what I'm going to tell you doesn't matter. Harassment second, who am I harassing? Your nauseating predecessor, John P. Metzler Jr., didn't even ask me about what happened. I'm on the bench press. Up walks to me, gym psychopath Jermaine Benjamin. He goes like this. I tell him I'll be 30 seconds. He stands over me, punches down. My head snaps back violently to Widow Metzler. We go out to the car. Andrew Reale arrives. Andrew Reale tells me to sit in the back of his vehicle. I do. He walks Jermaine Benjamin around to the side of the vehicle. And Jermaine Benjamin, because he's coached by Andrew Reale, because I'm looking out the front of the window, as Andrew Reale talks to Jermaine Benjamin, because he's telling Jermaine Benjamin what to say. Andrew Reale marches Jermaine Benjamin around the side of the vehicle, and Jermaine Benjamin says, I want to press charges against you with those 7 months of charge of harassment second. When I was in Penfield Town Court, the Widow Metzler, John P. Metzler Jr. asked me one word about this. Harassment second, well, I'm not harassing anyone. The Widow Metzler. I hope you're in eternal pain because of the loss of Eric Metzler. I hope it's all consuming for you. I'll walk outside one day, stand right here, say nobody owns that land, and walk back in my house. How's that a crime? You could walk through that parking lot, the Widow Metzler. You're concocting new charges. I'm so ecstatic about these new charges you're concocting for. Because I sent an email to Neeraj Shah. That's the charge that I'm going to be in jail for. They're running off to you about me walking through this parking lot with nobody else. I defend myself. I defend my character. I attack their character. And that's now a charge for me. The Widow Metzler. Where's the jury in Penfield Town Court? The Widow Metzler. I hope you're in eternal, all-consuming pain because of the loss of Eric Metzler. I hope you think about him all the time and that you're in pain all the time. The Widow Metzler. How's it a crime to walk outside, stand around here, say nobody owns that land, and walk back in my house? I've never harassed anyone in my life, and I'm in contempt of you, the Widow Metzler. I hope you're in eternal, all-consuming pain because of the loss of Eric J. Metzler. If there's any human being that deserves to be in pain because of the death of a spouse, it's you, the Widow Metzler. Attempted assault, petty larceny, trespassing. You're not even going to ask me one question. I'm already guilty. I'll be there at 2 p.m. tomorrow morning. I'm already guilty. Bald-headed, wig-wearing, nauseating, disgusting, corrupt hack, Paula Metzler. I'm already guilty. Is the prosecutor going to talk in Penfield Town Court? Does the prosecutor talk in court? Who the fuck are you, bald-headed, wig-wearing Paula Metzler, to determine guilt or innocence for anyone? Where's the jury in Penfield Town Court? Bald-headed, wig-wearing Paula Metzler. Attempted assault, petty larceny, trespassing. I leave my residence at midnight. I walk alongside my residence, the Monroe County Sheriff Office employees. Walked onto the private property of my neighbor and hid in her bushes. I see them running at me. At that point, I don't know who it is. I turn around and run away because I don't know who's running at me. Then the body camera footage goes on. That's not a crime. When the body camera footage, and you know what? Have you seen that body camera footage for attempted assault? Doesn't matter to you. Have you seen the body camera footage? I'm not committing a crime. What's the answer to that question? Have you seen the body camera footage for attempted assault? This is a felony they concocted for me on my back porch. The Widow Metzler. And the answer is no. Because you're an employee of Sandra Dorley and Todd Baxter. There's no independence from you. Are you familiar with the Widow Metzler? Is your bald head, is that brain in your bald head under your wig familiar with an independent judiciary? Because all you are is an employee of Sandra Dorley and Todd Baxter. That's all you are. The Widow Metzler. I hope you're in all-consuming pain because of the death of Eric Metzler. You deserve to be in all-consuming pain because of the death of Eric Metzler for the rest of your life. I hope you think about it all the time and every day, and I hope it's an all-consuming pain for you. Attempted assault. I run back on my back porch. They grab my arm. The hammer I just grabbed goes up and run back in my house. Are they going to be there? These two guys that concocted this? Is the prosecutor going to talk in court? Does the prosecutor talk in court in Penfield Town Court? Prosecutors never talk in court. The 2 times I've been in Penn, not one word, not one sound, not one syllable. How? Who the fuck are you, the Widow Metzler, to determine guilt or innocence for me? How am I delivered to Monroe County Jail when a prosecutor doesn't talk? The Widow Metzler. You are sick, vile, nauseating, disgusting, bankrupt disgrace. I hope you're in pain, all-consuming pain, for the rest of your life because of the death of Eric Metzler. You deserve to be in all-consuming pain for the rest of your life. The widow Metzler. You signed this document. Who the fuck is Leela Roque and her blue gloves? You signed this document. Proof by affidavit. The widow Metzler. Where's this affidavit? I'm confident it doesn't exist. This is Leela Roque's blue gloves. They went berserk in here, this Leela Roque, and there were multiple individuals in here. It wasn't just her. Proof by affidavit. Where's this affidavit? When I contact the United States Department of Justice, I'm going to demand that you produce this affidavit. Send it to me. Now, you're going to see this before my appearance. Put it in PDF and send it to me. Proof by affidavit. Paula C. Metzler to any deputy sheriff of the Monmouth County Sheriff's Office and other police officers in the state of New York. To any deputy sheriff. Do you even read this language? That's your name right there. To any deputy sheriff. You're signing a document for any deputy sheriff of the Monmouth County Sheriff's Office to come in here. There are 170 employees. Not everyone is a deputy sheriff, but to any deputy sheriff. This is 1984. This is extremism. This is your hatred that's descending on me. The widow Metzler, I hope you're in all-consuming pain because of the death of Eric Metzler, 51 years old. You deserve to be in all-consuming pain because of the death of Eric Metzler, 51 years old. And any other police officer in the state of New York, any other police officer in the state of New York. Do you, the widow Metzler, even read documents that you're responsible for producing for these psychopaths to get in my house? These are psychopaths. Who is Leela Roque in here with her blue gloves? I came back home as an innocent man after the prosecutor doesn't talk again, and these blue gloves are on the floor right over there against the wall. Because Leela Roque was wearing these blue gloves when she went through my father's dresser. My father gave me his dresser from when he was a child in Brooklyn. And there Leela Roque is going through my father's dresser with these blue gloves because of proof by affidavit. Where the fuck is this proof by affidavit? You fucking bald-headed, wig-wearing, corrupt, nauseating, repulsive hack. And fuck you, Paula Metzler. Fuck you, Paula Metzler. Do you understand me? I hope you're in all-consuming pain because of the death of Eric Metzler. I hope you think about him all the time and that pain descends upon you. You can contact new crimes for me. I contact Nairaj at penfieldtax.com, and that's a crime. Sending an email to these parasites, this coffee-stained document, which is the accusatory instrument, me walking through a parking lot. This is the accusatory instrument. This is the parking lot again today. Again yesterday. People walk through this parking lot all day long. The widow Metzler. I hope you're in all-consuming pain because of the death of Eric Metzler. That the defendant on the above date location approximately 1440 hours did knowingly enter, remain unlawfully in upon the premises 2041 Penfield, New York, by walking through the parking lot after being told to a certified mail by police that he's not allowed on the property. This is such a disgusting lie. And your life is a disgusting lie. You can walk through this parking lot. You can walk through this parking lot. Your family members and friends can walk through this parking lot if you have family members and friends. Because who the fuck would want to be around you for 30 consecutive seconds? The widow Metzler. People walking through this parking lot all day long. I got a new charge now because I sent an email to Nairaj Shah. Am I allowed to mention his name? The widow Metzler. Is that going to be a new crime too? The widow Metzler. I hope you're in all-consuming pain because of the death of Eric Metzler. You deserve to be a widow. He died at 51 years old. I hope you're in all-consuming pain because of the death of Eric Metzler, the widow Metzler. How is it a crime, the widow Metzler, go out here, say nobody owns that land and walk back in my house? How's that criminal contempt? Who am I harassing? The widow Metzler. You're nauseating, repulsive, predecessor, 70-year-old John P. Lomenzo Jr., didn't ask me one question. And the widow Metzler, there's two of my neighbors right there walk through the parking lot. You want their address? The widow Metzler. How come these people are not arrested? Attempted assault, petty larceny, trespassing, attempted assault on my back porch. Does it even matter to you that they're concocting this? Where am I trespassing? Where am I trespassing? Petty larceny? Someone you think is me takes a sign. Have you seen the videos of me? My public defender, Regina Harper, sent it to me. Have you seen the surveillance device images? Todd Baxter put a camera on 2025 Penfield Road for me, the widow Metzler. Fuck you, you bald-headed, wig-wearing, nauseating, disgusting, vile, corrupt hack. Fuck you, Paula Metzler. What's going to be my new charge? I got a new charge because I emailed Neeraj Shah. I'm ecstatic that you can contact the new charges from me, because I'm going to contact the United States Department of Justice about what you were responsible for doing to me. Where the fuck is the jury in Penfield Town Court? How come the prosecutors never talk when I've been in there twice and delivered to jail twice? What the fuck am I doing in Livingston County? Bald-headed, wig-wearing Paula Metzler. I hope you're in all-consuming pain because of the death of Eric Metzler. Why did you send me to Livingston County? What was I doing in Livingston County when I have lived in Monroe County for 9 years? How do you answer that question when I contact the United States Department of Justice? I'm in Livingston County because of you. Without the prosecutor talking. What the fuck am I doing in Livingston County as an innocent man, bald-headed, wig-wearing Paula Metzler? Answer that question. I'm already guilty. I'm going to be in your library courtroom tomorrow at 2 p.m. I'm already guilty. How is it a crime for me to send a link from a YouTube to Neeraj Shah? How is that a crime? Does it occur to you that there's guilt and innocence and that the police are corrupt? And the reason why it doesn't occur to you that there's guilt and innocence, the police are corrupt, because you can't make a distinction between guilt and innocence, and you're corrupt. Bald-headed Paula Metzler, I hope you're in all-consuming pain because of the death of Eric Metzler. I'm already guilty. Here. I'll be there tomorrow at 2 p.m. I'm already guilty. I'm already going to jail. Is the prosecutor going to talk in court? Who the fuck are you to determine guilt or innocence by yourself? Why isn't there a jury in Penfield Town Court? Where's the jury? I said this to you. You sat there in front of me with that fucking pathetic deer in the headlights disposition of yours when I said to you, where's the jury? There's nothing from you. Because you're an extremist, and you do not know that you're an extremist. To sit there in your library courtroom and decide he's guilty, he's innocent, she's guilty, she's innocent. You know what? Everybody's guilty in Penfield Town Court. When I send you a Freedom of Information law demanding a list of defendants, everybody's going to have a charge, right? I'm guessing. Nobody walks in there acquitted. Everybody's guilty. Bald-headed, wig-wearing Paula Metzler. I hope you're in all-consuming pain because of the death of Eric Metzler. Everybody's guilty. When was the last time someone went into Penfield Town Court before your bald head, before James Mully, before John Lomenzo, and is acquitted and walked out with any record of any jail time? And the answer to that question is no one walks out of Penfield Town Court without a criminal record. You're an assembly line of guilt because you're an employee of Sheriff Todd Baxter and District Attorney Sandra Dorling. You're a de facto employee of Sheriff Todd Baxter and District Attorney Sandra Dorling. I'm already guilty. Bald-headed, wig-wearing Paula Metzler. Who the fuck are you? You fucking bald-headed, corrupt hack. One person to determine guilt without a jury. Where's the jury in Penfield Town Court? Tell me where the jury is. Why isn't there a jury in Penfield Town Court? You bald-headed, wig-wearing, corrupt hack. Answer that question. Who the fuck are you, you bald-headed, wig-wearing, corrupt hack, to determine guilt or innocence for anyone? I'm already guilty, isn't that right? A new charge. I email a YouTube to Neeraj Shah and Layla Kumar Shah, 50-year-old man living with his mommy. And that's a new charge. How do you explain that to the Department of Justice when I contact the United States Department of Justice about what you're doing to me? And the answer is you can't explain that. You deserve to be removed. You must be removed from Penfield Town Court. I'm going to devote every single minute to my free time in my life to your removal from Penfield Town Court. Who the fuck are you, you bald-headed, wig-wearing extremist, to determine guilt or innocence without a jury? Where's the jury? You cannot answer that question. Because you love to sit there in your little repulsive library courtroom and decide guilt or innocence. Are you familiar with the concept of a jury trial? Because a jury doesn't send me anywhere. You bald-headed, wig-wearing extremist, and I hope you're all consuming pain because of the death of Eric Metzler. So, I'm going to be there at 2 o'clock tomorrow. And I'm already guilty. When I was in Monroe County Jail as an innocent man the first time, I took an envelope off a desk and I wrote on it to remind myself to be relentless, and I'm going to be relentless from your removal from Penfield Town Court. And this envelope that I took from a desk at 130 South Plymouth Avenue in Rochester, New York says, whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger.